welcome back. All right, man. Welcome back, Kingdom Builders. Welcome back, Road Trippers. Welcome back, Akeem, brothers, Akatim, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunties, and uncles, grandmas, and grandpas. Welcome back, everybody. Everybody in the house, man. Shalom, man. Welcome back to the road trip. That's right, in-laws. All right, man. Shalom. Peace and blessings to you, your homes, your dwelling places, where you stay at. That's right. That's right, man. Where you live. Peace and blessings in those homes, right? And we don't say that lightly. We want your homes and your dwelling places to be clean, pure, right? Sanctified. That's right. Peace and blessings. We don't say that lightly. Peace and blessings to your children, of course, right? Your loved ones, your friends. And, of course, man, you know what I'm going to say. The little fur nagas, man. Little fur babies, right? Our pets, man. That's right. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Abba Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's right. Bahashem Ruach HaKadosh. Right? My love and my respect goes out to you. Do you know that? Right. We can never give enough homage to where we are, man. Coming through this strong bloodline of a seed, man. What you talking about? What? Huh? Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov? What? From the blood of Shem? Remember Shemite? What? Oh, man. All praises to the Most High. We're back. So what are we doing, man? All pleasantries out the way. What are we up to? Works of Flavius Josephus. The Antiquities of the Yahudim. It's going to be a short one. A little shorty right here. But just something just to, kind of wet my whistle, right? keep it fluid, right? So this is going to be chapter 5, how the Canaanites brought the Israelites under slavery for 20 years, after which they were delivered by Barak and Deborah, who ruled over them for 40 years. And this is going to be a short one. There's only 4 sections in this with no notes. It's going to be a clean sweep, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have these scrolls available to you, whether you got the hard copy or you're scrolling online on that blue screen, follow along and read with your eye, all right? Chapter 5, book number 5, Antiquities of the Yahudim. Let's get it, man. Let's begin.
Take them back.
All right, let's get this work. Section 1, and it reads, "And now it was that the Israelites, taking no warning by their former misfortunes to amend their behavior, and neither worshiping the Most High Yahweh nor submitting to the laws, were brought under slavery by Jabin, the king of the Canaanites, and that before they had a short breathing time after the slavery under the Moabites, for this Jabin came out of Hazor, a city that was situated over the lake Simachonitis, and had in pay 300,000 footmen and 10,000 horsemen, with no fewer than 3,000 chariots. Sisera was the commander of all his army, and was the principal persons in the king's favor. He so sorely beat the Israelites, right? Yasharallah, when they fought with him, that he ordered them to pay tribute. You're going to pay this money, Naka. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay this money. Right? And Yahweh was sitting up there nodding like, yep. Because my people were disobedient, wanted things their way. Let's see how your way works. We're going to be running back to Abba. That's what we're doing right now. What do you think's happening right now? That's the end of section 1. Let's continue on. All right, section 2, and it reads, "So they continued to undergo that hardship for 20 years, and not good, as not good enough, of themselves to grow wise by their misfortunes. The Most High was willing also hereby the more to subdue their obstinacy and ingratitude towards himself. So when at length they were become penitent, right? Now they're starting to get humble, and were so wise as to learn that their calamities arose from their contempt of the laws that begged Deborah and a certain prophetess among them, which name in the Hebrew tongue signifies a bee. That's 201. To pray to the Most High Yahweh to take pity on them and not to overlook them. Now they were ruined by the Canaanites. So the Most High Yahweh granted them deliverance and chose them a general, Barak. You remember Barak, right, in the OT? Right? One that was of the tribe of Naphtali. Now Barak in the Hebrew tongue signifies lightning, right? So if in the Hebrew tongue Deborah signifies bee and Barak signifies lightning, maybe there's somebody out there that's bright enough to kind of tie some knots together and see if there's some parallels out there, right? That's the end of section 2. Hey, we're a community. I'm just reading the scriptures. Someone out there smarter than me who can put something together real quick. Right? In the Hebrew tongue, Deborah signifies a bee, and in Hebrew, Barak, the general, in Hebrew tongue signifies lightning. Somebody can figure that out. Anyway, let's continue on to section 3. All right? All right. All praises to the Most High. Section 3 reads, So Deborah sent for Barak and directed him to choose out 10,000 young men to go against the enemy, because the Most High had said that number was sufficient, and promised them victory. But when Barak had said that he would not be the general unless she would also go as a general with him, she had indignation at what he said, and replied, Barak, deliver up meanly that authority which the Most High Yahweh has given you into the hand of a woman, and I do not reject it. So they collected 10,000 men and pitched their camp at Mount Tabor, where at the king's command Sisera met them, and pitched his camp not far away from the enemy, whereupon the Israelites, right, Yasharallah and Barak himself, were so frightened at the multitude of those enemies that they were resolved to march off, had not Deborah retained them and commanded them to fight the enemy that very day, for that they should conquer them, and the Most High Yahweh would be their assistance. Right? That's the end of section 3. Now, this is one, Deborah, Ruth. There's a lot of great, strong women in this Bible, right? But you need to understand that these women, in these powerful roles that they had, yes, as judges and as sometimes, prophetesses, right? As a prophetess. These roles that these women are playing, these strong women roles, not to demean anything, the power of an Israelite woman. Not by any means. We have the strongest women in the world. Are you kidding me? But even in their roles, they were still playing supporting cast members. You understand? They were not leading anything. All right? They were supporting cast. And through that supporting cast, yes, there was a lot of power given to them. A lot of responsibility given to them. And in that, they had a name that was held for all through eternity. Because that's righteous. It's a righteous order. And when you act like this, when something's in this order, then yes, it should be praised. It should be lifted up and magnified. All praises to the Most High. Hallelujah. That's the end of section 3. Let's get some more of this. We got one more section to go. And then I know this is a short one, so we're going to close it out on here. But we'll reconvene tomorrow night on chapter 6. So let's go ahead and finish up. Stay focused. One more. Let's go. All right. One more section left. Dip in. in on this one. Let's get some of that. All right, man. Section 4, and it reads, what does it say? What does it say, Mishpachah? I'm going to tell you. It says, so the battle began, and when they were come to a close fight, there came down from heaven a great storm with a vast quantity of rain and hail, and the wind blew. The wind blew the rain in the face of the Canaanites, and so darkened their eyes that the arrows and slings were of no advantage to them, nor would the coldness of the air permit the soldiers to make use of their swords. While the storm did not so much inconvenience the Israelites because it came in their backs, they also took such courage upon the apprehension that the Most High Yahweh was assisting them, that they fell upon the very midst of the enemies and killed a great number of them, so that some of them fell by the Israelites, some fell by their own horses, which were put into disorder, and not a few were killed by their own chariots. At last Sisera, as soon as he saw himself beaten, fled away, and came to a woman whose name was Jael, a Kenite, who received him when he desired to be concealed. And when he had asked for something to drink, she gave him sour milk, of which he drank so unmeasurably that he fell asleep. And put that baby to sleep, why? Put that boy to sleep, why? And what happened, man? But when he was asleep, Jael took an iron nail, like a tent stake, like you nail a stake for the tent, and a pole and a rope to the ground, and with a hammer drove it through his temples, right through his brain, what? Into the floor. And when Barak came a little afterward, she showed Sisera nailed to the ground, and thus was this victory gained by a woman, as Deborah had foretold. Barak also fought with Jabin at Hazor, and when he met with him, he killed him. He killed that Naga. And when the general was fallen, Barak overthrew the city to the foundation and was the commander of the Israelites, Yasharallah, for 40 years. And that's the end of that one. That's right. That's right. All right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap that one up right there. Yasharallah. All right. I love you all. Akeem and Akatim, right? My brothers and my sisters. On the next time we read, we're going to be reading chapter 6, how the Midianites and the other nations fought against the Israelites, right? 83, and beat them and afflicted their country for 7 years, and how they were delivered by Gideon. Ooh, who's that boy? Who ruled over the multitude for 40 years? Who's Gideon, man? Who's Gideon in the 300? Oh, boy. You want to talk about that? It's a spicy story right there. You want to figure that one out? All right, we're going to get into that on the next one. Cool? But thanks for being here on this road trip. Kingdom Builders and Road Trippers, my brothers and my sisters, right? I love you. I love you. And I beseech that you have a great evening tonight, a great morning whenever you're picking this up. Just know I'm putting it down. So I love you. It's very road trip appropriate that as you're traveling up and down the roads to and fro in your prospective places, make sure that you're safe, right? Drive safe, especially if you got them little kiddies in the car. That's correct. You already know the deal, man, on the road trip. It's all praises to the Most High. Till we read again, till we meet again, till we speak again, man. I love each and every single one of y'all, man. Love you, and I'll see you all soon. Yahweh willing. All praises to the Most High. Shalom. That's right. Yahweh.